It is the Lingus show, the number 3 show on the Creative Control Network by a very few. A BCH, Faust. By a BCH. We are in 3rd place. That means not that we're slipping to 4th. That means that we're slipping to 2nd. That's
by a content.
Fucking tone. Oh, welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. You know what's funny, Fausty?
Yes.
I listened to a podcast this morning while I play a video game because I'm off today with that's why we can give these shows so early today. Because it's Memorial Day here.
Yeah,
so
nobody's listening today.
Off today. And I always forget my question to Nash until they read it on the air. Because it's every fucking week.
It got read again today?
Of course it got read.
Okay,
How dare you? How dare you? And I was like, he goes into it. Faust, I'm the master of all questions.
Another long soliloquy answer?
There was it wasn't like last week.
No,
but
last week's whole story.
Yeah, it was their YouTube. And I said, you know what? This could get a fucking YouTube as well because he goes into depth on what I ask him. So check it out. And I was very surprised by his answer, actually. And
nothing to do with cock?
Another one. No cock. No.
Cock.
When there's cock, I slip it in, Faust.
Gentlemen,
let's enough beating around the well-manscaped bush. Let's talk cock. So I have another one that it'll fucking nail it again, motherfucker. So if everybody wants to see my tweets too, Nash, it's Cav Manning 9 on X. That's my personal one. But we always use, of course, at Lingus Mafia for business.
Right.
So, I figure one day if I ever go to a signing, God knows that will probably never happen, and I meet Nash, I'll say, hey, I'm the guy who asked the cock questions. I don't know whether to shake your hands. I don't know.
So you're the one obsessed with my cock.
You're the one and I go, I'm sure. I don't think it's big, Nash. You think you'd be fucking spinning it like it was a fucking watch on a fucking leash at the, Oh, fuck. So, yes. And first of all, Faust, RIP to Bill Walton, one of the voices growing up of us watching basketball on Saturdays.
Throw it down, big man.
Throw it down, big man. I say, get in the grave, big man. And little known fact, Faust, I found this out. Like, I do investigative reporting too, Faust, but I report things before it's said. That's so apparently they're using one of his teeth as a tombstone. That's what I heard. It's only rumor, but I figure
I'm sad he didn't get to see Dead and Company play at the Sphere in Vegas because they just started their residency there. And, he's a big Grateful Dead guy. Fucking follows them around everywhere.
Well, he followed Jerry now all day.
That's true.
I don't know. How is that a group? It's like Queen. Freddie Mercury's gone. I'm sorry. Adam Lambert,
Dead and Company.
What?
So that's why they're called Dead and Company now. John Mayer plays with them sometimes. It's really, I'm like, how does that happen? But
I see they shoved the I love there's a wrestling show. I love that they shove what's his name? Adam Lambert with Queen. That motherfucker does have some talent though. When I've heard him, I heard him sing the fucking Cher song for some reason. He was at some Cher honors or some shit. And he did Life After Love. And she's in tears and I was like, he did a good fucking job. I'll fucking say I could give a shit, obviously. But, I could appreciate if somebody's fucking talented with stuff. But I was like, motherfucker's fucking good. He knew his shit. And I'm like, I guess that's why he tours with Queen here and there. He's not as American Idol flamboyant as he was before he had a cape that just said queer on the back or something, right? Did he have some crazy shit? Yeah,
it sounds like
queer on the back. Instead of Queen. I really think it did. I'm not even making a fucking joke. He had some, like one of those half fucking capes where they fucking hold it out.
Yeah.
Fucking like he's a dragon. You're a raptor.
Boys!
So this we're going to give you on, of course, the Creative Control Network. We're going to give you Rampage Collision, and then we are going to go into Double or Nothing, the pay-per-view.
Double or Nothing.
I was hoping you would fucking find that.
I totally forgot to do it. And right when you were like, hey, I got to reset my computer, I'm like, ooh, I got like 2 minutes. I scrambled and did it real quick.
That's amazing. The Iggy behind that, ladies and gentlemen. We had a fan on our Patreon who said, I would do a review of Double or Nothing. This was probably, the second year?
2020. I'm looking at it right now. This is May 28th, 2020.
Okay, so it was he's going to do that. We say, fine. Anyone who wants to do a show, and we'll put it on our Patreon. Anyone
Sam the bookie.
If they want to do it, that's fine. I got no problem. It doesn't mean we're not going to poke fun. And this review, I thought it was done in jest. Apparently, it was very serious because he would make that, go ahead, Faust, that noise.
Double or nothing.
In between each match. So it was,
like his transition. Yeah.
It was. And it was a joke, I thought. Apparently, it wasn't.
There was music, like he had some production to it. Then he was doing another Irish character.
He did a character,
Irish
and it was, jokey, but we made fun because it was so, and we would go double.
But it was entertaining, and it was only like, let me see, how long was this show?
And he could not handle us busting his fucking
20
job.
minutes. It was a nice little 20-minute snackable show, and it was very entertaining.
He left the Patreon. He fucking left the fucking Twitter. He never heard from ever.
Like we thought he knew our sense of humor.
And it was like, we didn't go, this guy's a piece of shit. It was like, what? Yeah, I mean,
he disappeared.
Faust,
and it sucked too, because he was the guy, he got the name Sam the Bookie, because he was the one that was keeping track of all the numbers for Miss Lingus.
Yeah, he was good with all that shit. And, this is what happens.
Total votes and everything.
What happens to most of our fucking fans.
Well, we're not here to make friends.
We try to get their downloads back. But so on the patreon.com/Lingus Mafia is where you will get the exclusive double or nothing
double or nothing
rundown. Between each match, Fast, it's a must. It's a must. This is now what we're going to call a staple of the show when it is double or nothing time. Every time. So we will be reviewing that exclusively there. A whole $5 gets you in unless you want to watch video, and that'll be on there too for a higher price. But everything you pretty much get for that $5. When it comes to wrestling, it's everything you get for $5. Faust, let's get into Rampage, shan't we? And mine did record after all.
It did.
It did, because it was so fucking early. I go through to look for it that day, and I'm angry. And what's funny about it is that, like, we hate fucking Rampage and Khalid because they're just garbage shows.
Yeah.
And it hurts to watch.
But then there's gold in there.
There is gold when it comes to comedy. There's not gold when it comes to, this is a good show.
Yes.
It's just for comedy. So I'm fucking looking around and I go, where the fuck is it? I'm checking.
Yeah, I remember you text me, what was it, around 5 or so?
Sure. And I go, that's probably around when or 8, something like that.
Where the fuck is Rampage? I'm like,
because it's usually tonight after SmackDown East Coast. Yeah. So I'm giving myself some time.
So I go on my guide too, and I'm looking at TNT and TBS at the same time. I'm going ahead. I'm like, it's not on either one. What the fuck?
Yeah.
And then I jump to Saturday. I'm like, okay, here's Collision. Where the fuck is Rampage? And then I see, it already taped at 3:30.
And I never went to go look at mine if it taped. I was just so fucking angry. And I started to message All Elite Williams and go, your fucking company, like it says, this piece of shit fucking pig company doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. You're fucking annoyed by it, because I'm like, well, I guess Faust is going to have to talk to me about it. But mine recorded. It's funny because then old Suit messages me on Saturday, hey, Collision's on. I go, I got that one covered. Don't worry.
Here's the thing. I think it was Friday night. I did see there was a later showing. At least that's what it said on my DVR for Rampage. So when I went to go watch Rampage, the one that came on at 3:30, it says it started recording at 3:30, but I did not get the first half of the show. When I hit play, it was in the middle of Roosh beating the shit out of Brother Zay. So I said, well, that sucks. Like, I missed the first half. So I'm like, I'll go to the...
That sucks, and I missed the half of Rampage. It's never been come
Darn.
out. Like, what a shame. I tried to do well for the show, but I just didn't happen to see it.
So then I go to the other recording, and I hit play on it. It's Impractical Jokers, so it's not even Rampage.
Jesus.
Now there's a show I've tried to watch it. I don't see why people jerk off to that show either.
To Impractical Jokers. It's once you've seen one, I think you've seen them all. You're done with it.
All right, this is funny, but whatever. It's not like I'm howling and like, oh my god, I gotta watch this every time.
The show, a Family Guy, right? I always say this. I said I never make an appointment to see this,
but whenever you watch it,
time I see it, I fucking piss.
Right.
But I don't fucking care to go, I'd have to watch today.
Right.
It's bizarre to me, but it's the same even with South Park. Like, I was into South Park way fucking when it first, came about. But I'm like, I'll see a clip. You'll send me a clip or something.
Right.
Other than that, I saw Lizzo watching the Lizzo episode. I watched her watch that.
Oh, really?
Instead of Ozempic, it was Lizzo.
Oh, I haven't watched that one. There was like a new special that
she
came out last
watches
week.
it. She fucking. You would think someone raped her parents. I would fucking wow. All right, here we go. So I'll give you the first half, and then you give me the back half. We'll go through it. God help us, Jericho's own commentary. God help us. And we start.